Naruto 596. This is an awesome chapter for action. Also, side note, I'm going to post a link from Forneverworld linking Kishimoto's interview. It's some short quotes, but supposedly from it, we're going to find out who Tobi is here in August. So we'll see how that plays out. That would be awesome. It's this chapter, of course, is mainly action. I take it that way. It's also a setup chapter. It did get into more of how Tobi's ninjutsu works. Technically, usually I'm pretty interested in this stuff. Whether there's like a mirroring effect where something that hits on his left in the front is actually when it's brought back that it's on the back of the left. It's interesting to a point, but mainly I want to know who Tobi is. Also, the working together of this four-man group here: Kai, Kakashi, Naruto, and B. This is in Eight Tails form. This is really it's a lot of fun to watch. And also, I guess it's one of the few times that Tobi's actually done in jiu-jitsu that Uchiha fire jiu-jitsu that he does as a barrier. It's one of the few times he's pulled out something else, and he doesn't. And it has been pointed out, of course, by many people that he's not really using the potential of his ocular jiu-jitsus, and he seems to really just rely on the time space. Now, as this battle goes out, I think that we'll find more. And as I've mentioned that before, I think that he has also an issue. He's able to store a massive amount of chakra, but I think he burns through it fairly quickly. And that's another reason he would prefer to. I think that it doesn't take much chakra for him. Evidently, he can keep doing the jumping between one dimension or other. That doesn't really seem to wear him out, and he seems to be able to do that pretty much almost at will. So I think that's why he tries to stick to that, to keep his chakra levels good, so he's not expanding, doing other stuff. Okay, I'm going to try to keep this one really short because this was really, except for getting into. Well, let's go ahead and I guess take the next step of his time space jiu-jitsu. If you're an Obito fan, some people say, oh, there's a connection. They both have the same, an eye from the same person, and it works similarly. And look, and as far as theories, as I've actually said several times before, everyone's theory, unless it's the ramen vendor or something like that, is equally good, because Kishimoto will decide, and then he may end up making this Tobi somebody that was completely new to us, evidently not new to Kakashi and Guy. I think they know him. But and he says in the interview that Madara knows this person. But it will be interesting, and they're all out there. Whether it's the original Uchiha son of the Sage of the Sixth Pass, whether it's going through the whole list. I personally believe in Kagami, but my theories, or the theory that I believe in, I didn't invent it, isn't any better than anybody else until Kishimoto finally makes a decision on what he's going to do, or finally makes the revelation on what he's decided. But anyway, like I said, I want to keep this short. I have a few questions actually. One is, where do you think that we're going as far as prediction for the next chapter? Are we going to stay on this plot line, or are we going to go to see what's going on with Kakashi? Now, there's a lot of other people to see. I'm actually really interested to see where I know that where Sasuke is going. I'm in Ochomaru. I'm really interested in what's going on with that plot line, as much as I want to see Tobi. Okay, I really do, but I'm really just intrigued with where this is going to go. So, but I think that we're going to stay on this plot line because there's just too, if he's going to get revealed, then I guess we're going to have another chapter that, or at least a couple more that's going to expand on, give us more hints or explain him a little bit better. The next thing is and since we're going to find an answer evidently fairly shortly, within the month, evidently. My question to you, to the viewers, is, there's a question 2, part A, is what is your current theory and have you changed it? And part B of 2 would be, how many times have you changed who you think? I originally really thought that he was Obito. That was a long time back, and that's who I originally thought it was. It doesn't mean it isn't. I've changed my mind to Kagami. I now believe that theory more, but like I say, we'll know. And then there's a lot, and I have to say that there's the other competing, now it could be Obito, but the other competing theory that I kind of do look at is the original son of the Sage of the Sixth Path. That's an interesting, and especially if you've ever, in the ability to, not just go to another dimension, but to the time aspect of it, so, kind of maybe putting himself in stasis, and then to come back, and then having some, as you've even said, some ability to see into the future, to pick spots where he comes out of this other dimension to come in and do the things that try to bring back his original body, which was what he wanted Pain to do. So it's an interesting theory, and it may well be true. I'm going to stick to Kagami, but there's a lot of interesting theories out there, and if it's Obito, it's going to be an extremely mixed response, because some people are just but then again, it also, it depends on the way it's presented, but it's going to be, I think it'll get more mixed results as far as people, the fan base is going to have a really interesting time if it ends up being Obito. But anyway, we'll find out. Anyway, go ahead and get your comments down. You need to do it before, because after Tobi gets revealed who he is, nobody's going to, these discussions are over. So anyway, go ahead and do that if you would, please. Any other comments, anything I've missed, anything you want to add in, please put in. If you would give it a thumbs up, one fan to the other. I'm a fan that does reviews. I'm not a professional reviewer by any stretch of the imagination. If you want to subscribe, you can always subscribe, unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.